Hi, I'm Carrie,
And I'm Dee Dee.
and this is the Carrie and Dee Dee Show.
Hello. All right. Today, uh, I just want to tell this quick story of this show. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the show called True Life. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about
from MTV.
on MTV. So I was watching True Life earlier today, and I came across this transgendered female, and I guess he was her boyfriend, and they had been dating for I guess a short amount of time, and I guess at this moment she decided that she wanted to come out and tell the truth, and let him know that she really wasn't born a girl, that she was born a guy. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching, and because I didn't know she looked like a girl to me. So she decides to tell him. She was hesitant. She was scared because she was just scared to tell him. But she told him, I wasn't born a girl. And he was like, why didn't you tell me this when we first met? So my question is, if you are a transgendered person, female or male, should you lie to a person just to be in a relationship with them? Or should you come out and just be upfront with them from the beginning and tell them the truth? What you think?
I think they should tell the truth up front. I know a
Right.
lot of people usually be like, I don't need to give all my tea up front, but
But in that case, I do think it would be
at least on the second
better.
or third, even on the second date, because the second date you kind of know whether you want to be
Right, if you feel like this could be, something, or it could go further.
right.
I think you should tell the person, because the transgendered woman, she was really nice, and the guy, he seemed really nice, and they seemed like they really liked each other. But he was like, I wish you would have told me this from when we first met. And he was just like, you know what? I don't think that would be something that I'm into. He said he want to have kids in the future. He liked her, but it wasn't something that he was, willing to get into.
Right, and,
So
and he wasn't throwing any shade, just like we're
no, he
not
was
throwing
just,
any shade either.
he said he thought she was a girl.
Yeah.
He really thought she was a girl. If she had never said that she was transgender, I would have never known either. Just by looking at her,
Yeah.
I didn't
I
see it.
think I saw that one time. I saw that show,
Hmm.
and her mom had been doing that to her since she was a little kid. So
Doing
her
what to her?
dressing her up like a
Really?
girl, yeah. So because she wanted the mother wanted a daughter, and
Wow.
when the dad and the mom broke up,
Hmm.
she took the son at the time and started putting him in feminine clothes
Hmm.
and raised him as a girl. So he never really act or dressed like a boy or
Hmm.
identified with boys because she wanted a daughter, and that's what she got, a transgender daughter.
Oh, in another case you're talking about,
No, this
not
was
this
this
one.
story.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
okay.
this story.
But I
But
really couldn't
I think
tell.
love is the same. So if you tell
Yeah,
somebody,
but
it shouldn't
it shouldn't what change the way they
it
feel
shouldn't
about
change
you.
the way you feel. Or actually, when you tell somebody early, they can tell you right away whether or not they're interested.
Because my thought on it is this: is
Because you
no.
waste a lot of your time and your emotions
Right.
on something, and then you tell them, and then it's going to come out. You
Right. So
tell
I
them,
think it's best to let the person know, because then it wouldn't be fair to that person if they don't know, and you're not that. I mean,
and you never know what's going to happen. That's
but then you're
the
not
sad
sure
part.
if they're comfortable with that or not. So I think
Right.
it would be better to tell them. I don't think it's best to just not tell them and assume maybe they'll find out. No, I think you should tell them up front, so they can, you know, give their side of, or decide if that's something that they want to, be a part of. That's
Yeah.
just more than fair to me. I found it interesting though, because I just, wanted to ask that question, like,
And look, to anybody who comments, first off, we have no shade, but we'd really like to know how you feel. And if you can
right.
leave a comment and let us know whether you think it's a good idea to say it up front.
Or just wait and then hope and pray that the person will accept you down the
Yeah,
line.
because I really feel like if you say it first, second date, or even first phone conversation. I'm transgender. That gives you distance, and that gives you this person a chance to say, you know what, I'm not interested in that.
Right.
But you're a nice person and everything. It was nice knowing this much about you, but this is as far as it goes. And at least you're working with somebody who knows exactly what's going on
Well,
going
because
in.
I think like for people who don't say it up front, I think they're probably afraid of rejection. You're afraid of the person rejecting you,
But it's a
if
bigger
you
rejection after you
right,
wait
but
all that
if
long time.
right, but then maybe maybe there's hope that the person will fall in love with you, and it wouldn't even matter. It's that possibility of waiting. Like once you've gotten this person so into you, then it wouldn't even matter.
But
You know.
I'm also a fan of this show called Lock Up Raw. And there's one guy had gone the whole course with a transgender woman and found out that she was
Was born a man.
born a man, and he was confused. He killed
He
her.
was.
He killed her,
Oh
and
gosh.
he was
No need for
confused.
that.
He found out after they got married.
Oh, they got married, and
Yeah,
he never knew.
he never knew.
See that's scary to me. I
And
couldn't.
he thought she was a Southern Belle, the whole
Wow.
kit, and they never had any type of sex. They had I guess what you do when you're dating somebody
So they
who's a
got
Southern.
married, and they never.
Got married, and then he told him. I mean, then she
Oh
told him,
my
and
gosh.
this is his mindset. When he was talking about her when they were dating, he was saying her. When he was talking about her when he killed her, he was saying him,
Him. Wow.
because he had I guess it
He
made
just
him,
couldn't deal. He
he
couldn't
couldn't
have. He
deal with
couldn't
it,
understand. That's like
and he said he
he.
killed her, and
He said he killed her.
yeah, he killed her because he
Oh,
said
he
she
didn't
should
say
have
I.
told.
He didn't say I killed him.
No, he was saying I killed him. I'm just trying to give her the respect that
Oh, but he said I killed him.
I killed him. Yes, and
He was in jail.
he was in jail. He was in lockup raw. He's serving
So
life.
was he hurt? Like he loved her?
He
How could he
loved her.
kill her though? If you
Because
love somebody, you kill him. I can understand him being
because
hurt.
some people don't have that valve
You
that
never know.
says, love is the same, and I
Right.
love you now, so
He
I love you. He
automatically
automatically
distinguished the person as a man and just went
said
on.
he said he fooled me. Well, she fooled me.
Mm-hmm.
I killed him. He was just going back and forth. He had really dislodged his mind.
Quickly.
Yeah, from that, because everybody isn't the same. Nobody will. Some people may like. You know what? I've been with you and I love you. I love you. I still love you. And some people will be like, I need to get the fuck away from you, and
Right.
then come back around and say, you know what? But I do love you. Then there's those people who just are just not for it, and they'll kill you. And I see there's a lot that goes into that, and it's a
Right.
little frightening because you think
But I really do think it's kind of
it's unfair not to
it's
say
unfair,
something.
and it's kind of manipulative.
A
You know
little
what I mean?
bit,
Because
yeah.
if you, to me, that's like any relationship. If you're in a relationship with somebody and you don't tell them certain things about yourself, say you murdered somebody and you didn't tell somebody that you married, hey, I was a murderer before I met you, and then when you finally tell them, they might feel some kind of way, like why you couldn't tell
Yeah,
me.
you could have told me
So it's
that.
sort of the same thing. You could have told me from the beginning. That way, I could get more information and ask more questions where I could feel
Or like a chick
comfortable,
who told her
with that.
boyfriend before he was her husband that she was a virgin, and then after they get married, all her ex lovers start popping up, saying, "Yeah, I was with her, and you were lying." It's the same. This is a touchy subject
Yeah, it is. But I just,
because you want to respect everybody. You want to,
right,
this world is for all of us, and everybody's life is their life to live the way they want to live it.
right, exactly.
So you didn't ask to come here, and I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have asked to have, come here the way you came here if you asked any fucking body. So
It's just, I just wonder, like, because I couldn't imagine being with somebody for so long and then not really knowing.
yeah, that's like
Especially that it's like, okay, you got to tell me that up front. Let me
Yeah.
process it so I can, make my own decisions about this. Don't like it's like you reel me in and then later, okay, now I got you. Now I'm gonna spring this on you, and you're supposed to be able to accept it. So I'm
Yeah.
wondering if that's what it is, or I really think a lot of times that they might be afraid of rejection. I'm just saying. But people do that all the time. You don't tell a person something you think they might can't something that you think they can't handle, so you don't tell them.
Right.
Just wait for a better time to tell them and think maybe and pray that it'll be okay. But
Hmm.
in many cases, it's not, because that may not be something that person, you're not giving them a chance to know if that's something they want to do or not. So that
Right.
would be unfair to the other person.
Yeah, I think it's always unfair when you leave stuff out, especially things like that, because
Yeah, because
everybody isn't
you know,
like that.
everybody isn't, of course, everybody isn't going to be accepting of it.
Right.
Everybody's not going to accept that. But especially when you're dating somebody, you gotta give them the benefit of the
And
doubt. You gotta let
especially
them.
when you know the dating is getting a little serious.
Yes, you should. In my opinion, I think it's necessary to tell a person, what the deal is, because waiting and not telling them can only make it worse.
And there's some crazy people. There's some
And then you
crazy
never know if
people.
somebody, how they gonna feel about that. But I
Yeah.
mean, taking it all the way to get marrying a person, to me, I think that's
Yeah.
really crazy.
If you're
Dating
watching
is one
Lockup
thing, but
Broad,
if
just
you
check that one out.
But
That
if
was
you're gonna
interesting.
marry somebody, that's like, come on. If you're dating and I see you're a little hesitant and you go a few dates or whatever, and before you tell them, okay, maybe I can see that, but not going as far as spending all that time with somebody and marrying them, and then you wait till you marry them and then tell them, like,
Mhm. It's
I don't
weird.
know.
But in your comments, be fair, because we were trying to be as fair as we could possibly be also. But be fair and just let us know
What you think
what you
on this
think.
subject matter? Because
Especially if you're a T girl also, let us know. Or a T boy. Y'all have a good one. Carrie and Dee Dee Show.